Welcome, everybody, to the Slate Podcast, where we talk about movies, music, and media. I'm Jeff, and I'm here with George and Dario, and we are here to talk about The Boys, episode 5 from season 3.
The boys.
All right,
The Boys.
So this is the episode before the finale, right?
Oh no! Apparently, George looked it up, and apparently there's more than 6 episodes.
There is actually 8. Because the thing is, this episode made me think, like, it would be weird if it ended after this one. So I looked it up, and Google flat out told me 8, and then I looked up some articles, and there were 8 episodes, and the 2 others had titles after them. So I was like, oh, it's actually 8. And the other 2 seasons had 8 episodes too. So
yeah, I thought so too. I thought usually they try to have the same amount of episodes, but yeah, this episode felt like there was still a lot to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it felt weird thinking that it was only 6 epidodes, but I guess it makes sense that there's 8.
It made me happy. It made me happy looking it up because I was like, oh, thank God, there's more, you know.
Yeah, and so we're going to give our quick thoughts, non-spoilers, about episode 5. I think they just keep getting better. A lot of emotions in this episode. George, you mentioned it wasn't as action-packed, but yeah, more emotions, a lot of, tension between the characters. So what do you guys think?
Well, the thing is, that we now see that Soldier Boy is out and about, and our vigilantes, our heroes, the boys, they realize that he's present in the world and very, very close in proximity. And not only do they realize it, but Homelander realizes it. So it actually brings a lot of things to light in terms of Huey's relationship with Starlight, and maybe a past for Homelander, and also it puts things into perspective for Frenchie too. So
yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget about Kimiko. That's the other part. I think that was a great summary. And also, Kimiko is still in the hospital. She's recuperating or something, and Frenchie's obviously with him, and so there's the whole deal of like what exactly happened to her, what's gonna happen to her. But she's not dead. We know that. But we'll see what happens to her. And then something happens with Frenchie. I mean, kind of interested to know what happens there with him and Nina and that whole deal. So yeah, I think those are the main bullet points in this episode.
And because Soldier Boy is present, they have someone to go look for.
Yeah, I was gonna say the mission of the boys kind of switches to like, all right, let's go find Soldier Boy and let's go, let's see how we can use this weapon.
Yeah, they go to someone specifically, and kind of use that person as bait to get Soldier Boy.
And we can get into the spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want my thoughts, this episode, again, really, really well done. I think they are very good at moving the pieces of everybody's arc forward in this episode. Like, everybody has a clear path that they're going through. And we're talking about Butcher, Homelander, Starlight and Huey, Kimiko and Frenchie, is it?
Frenchie, yep.
Frenchie, and who am I missing? That's the main. And then for some reason, the Deep and what's his name? The speedster, the A-Train. Yeah, the Deep and A-Train. They kind of in the background. They have their own mini arcs as well. But our main boys and Homelander, they're the main characters. And yeah, I think this episode does great to move everybody forward. It kind of puts everybody in a path to where like now everybody has a new mission and it's kind of different but the same, and everybody gets tested in different ways. And when I say tested, it's like the relationship between Starlight and Huey, Homelander.
Especially now,
and Homelander kind of, we're seeing kind of what Edgar said last episode, like, all right, you don't have me now, so good luck. So we kind of see that a little bit. That was great. And A-Train, I mean, he has a really big thing happen to him in this episode. And so it's like A-Train is trying to find his path, his own track. Like, basically, he can't run anymore, so he's trying something new, but he's not really being faithful to who he is really. So I like that everybody's moving forward. You can see that everybody's gonna have a real arc in this show.
Yeah, progression big time in this episode.
A lot of emotions.
I fully agree, and yeah, like I said, it was the last one was more like reveals and twists. Things are coming to fruition, and this one was more intense. Like the entire episode felt like just like the decisions everybody's making are really like showing consequences, and it like the consequences show themselves in this one. So I'm pretty hyped to see where it goes from here. So yeah.
I'm excited for that finale because the way it's all building up. I know never mind. I don't want to say that because it's spoilers. But yeah, good episode. You guys want to move on to spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kimiko dies. No, I'm just kidding. That would suck if she died. I would stop watching.
Let's start. Okay, let's start with Kimiko.
Yeah, I feel like that's the smallest of the stories.
Okay, let's start with Kimiko then. I guess we learn what we assumed is that she lost her powers, and as a result, we definitely learn that it's Soldier Boy who's going to be the weapon to defeat Homelander. But also, it's a big deal. She no longer is a Soups, and then Frenchie, now he's in danger, and Kimiko can't do nothing about it. So, what do you guys think is gonna happen with Frenchie? Like, you think he's gonna die this season?
I honestly probably not, because it seems a little low ball to make him die at the hands of these Russians and stuff. In exceptions of being a Soup that kills him. Not that it would be like bad, but it just like I feel like there's more there to be told. I think he'll get out of it. I just don't know how, and it probably would be at the cost of something, because they keep coming back for him. So I found that really touching when she tried to pick up, like she said, give me the thing, and she tried to pick it up and she didn't have super strength. And I was like, oh my gosh, she don't have powers. That's literally what she wants, So that was great. I like how their relationship is building, and then also they can't have a happy moment for once, because they may have this entire like musical number for a sec.
It was nice. It was a nice moment.
It was. But then Frenchie literally walks out the room and like gets caught by the Russians, and it's like, God dang it, you can't breathe.
You can't breathe in here. Yeah, I just wonder like how dark are they gonna get, like with Kimiko and Frenchie, like especially because like I said before, they have this plan of going and just leaving the boys and just living this normal life. And I feel like especially now she has no powers, and the big question mark was, is she dead? Obviously she's not. It seems like she's fine, like she's gonna survive. So something has to happen to either one of them, and I just don't know how sad they're gonna go. Like either one of them are gonna die, or something's gonna happen that is gonna ruin their relationship. I thought it was kind of weird they had that moment, and then he walks out, but then he's also kind of happy and she's happy, and he's like, what's gonna happen there?
You think they bring back that girl that Frenchie helped in the beginning?
Sherry?
Yeah.
You think? Maybe? Well, no, because I think Butcher like paid for her to leave or something like that, or whatever.
Oh, right.
I don't know for sure, but I actually think Frenchie. I just remember thinking this at the time that Frenchie will be in danger. This is just a theory. Frenchie will be in danger or like die or something, and Kimiko will result to taking V again in order to like save the boys or save him. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Like it'd be a kind of a full circle thing.
Yeah, but she hated her powers so much, so
she did. I guess I'm thinking in a moment of desperation, like
right.
Temp V maybe.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Or maybe I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. I think it's weird that the powers are gone. Like, is that really what Soldier Boy can do? Like, he can take people's powers away?
That's what he does. Like,
well, so interesting point in the episode, we see like a montage in this old TV of what they're testing him with and stuff, and they point out, or Butcher points out, that as much radiation that they used on him kind of gave him this extra, like, you know, this whole extra power of like shooting this blast from his chest and like taking powers away from Soups and stuff.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
So it's like a one extra thing. I don't know, science, Dario. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, and it's what the Russians did to him.
Yeah, it's what the Russians.
He didn't
did
have that originally, right?
Right. He was just a glorified Captain America, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
yeah, dude, it's two alphas at the end. That's what's gonna be. It's gonna be two alphas fighting.
Because Homelander is not a human, right? He was created.
Well, no.
In the lab.
They're all human. But they got like all the Soups when they were little got pumped up with V.
But not Homelander. Homelander was made
did when he was a baby.
But who are they? He said he didn't have any parents. He didn't have a birthday. He said because he wasn't made in a lab, so he wasn't born. He said that, right? Like
I think he means that in a...
He didn't have a normal childhood.
Yeah, like in an exaggerated way. Like he was born. He just never saw his parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they took him as soon as he was like a baby.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of flashbacks to that in season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we can switch to Butcher, I think he has a very cool moment in this episode when he's
the coolest moment in this.
Yeah, the beginning, right? The beginning of the episode. That was Jeff's favorite moment, actually.
Yeah, bro, when he was being motivational.
Wow. I think it's really.
My boy got
really. Oh, he got motivational. Nice. Nice. But no, he has this really great moment of like saying that that Soups are just humans, and that this compound V just makes you an exaggerated version of yourself. And that's why he didn't want to take it. He was like, "Oh, you must have felt pretty good" when he's talking to Maeve, and she's like, he's like, "No, I hated it because he made me more me." I think that was cool, but it's also good to like see the other side of it, of Huey actually loving to taking it and having that power. It's like you can really see that they really are opposites, Butcher and Huey, which is probably why they make a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how much he hates it. Like when he was talking to Maeve and he was telling her that, yeah, we need to get rid of every single one of you. Like you all have to go.
Yeah.
Like she's helping you, but everybody.
Yeah, and he's like so honest. He's like, including you, like you're my friend and you're helping, but at the end of the day, like you're on the list too because you're a Soup.
Yeah, and you know what? I think the thing is the reason she didn't react was because she feels the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like even about herself, like she feels like she has to go. She's done with life.
And funny enough, that decision right there when you said she's ready to go is what gets her captured at the end.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It all falls. It all connects perfectly.
Mm-hmm. It does, and I also we poke fun at it, but my boy Butcher gets some with Maeve. He lays the smackdown, right?
Yeah.
And I actually
that
think
was so obvious too. Like,
well,
I knew
the
that
thing
was
is,
coming.
I think it adds to the whole like him becoming what he hates, because what Dario had a thought.
I was the thought that I thought is like, what if she's pregnant now?
Oh my god!
And he has a Soup
a
kid.
Soup
How
baby.
complicated would that be?
That'd be crazy. Go season 4. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't hate Soups. Just he loves Ryan and he's a Soup. From birth. But how complicated would it be if he had his own kid and that was a Soup? Or now that she's captured, we'll talk about that. But now she's pregnant with his kid, then she is really now important to him. Anyway, what were you saying, George? I didn't want to cut you off with something else.
That's a stretch. That's Jeff level stretching right there.
I know. I'm like fan theory, like going crazy.
Yeah. No, I think it's interesting. Another layer to add to the whole like he's now what he hates. He's a Soup temporarily, and then he does that. But I wouldn't think he would do that in like season 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like despite it being whatever it is, still it adds a small little layer to that. So I think that's
yeah, and he did point the difference out of like it used to take months to take one soup down, and with the Compound V, I did it in one day. So that's just another motivation of him to have to become what he hates, like you said.
Yeah, and because I want to get to that moment at the end when he does the thing to Mother's Milk. But the thing with A-Train, I think that was pretty interesting. The commentary that's being done, it felt a little too on the nose.
It is.
But I do like that it's there so people can see how ridiculous they look, both sides, because I think they're calling out how dumb both sides look.
Yep.
Sometimes. So I do like that. You see how ridiculous on that TV show? Yes. Imagine in real life. And that was a very interesting scene when I feel like A-Train for the first time is suffering for losing somebody, that he really cares about.
I was like, oh my gosh, his freaking brother.
His brother.
And everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that scene in was it a courthouse or whatever that was?
I think it was like.
I think it's like a clubhouse or something. It's just like a community place.
The town, for the town.
It's funny
so
when
I thought that was really interesting.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, it's funny how you said that it was really on the nose because they do that a lot. They make fun of the culture. That's what they do. Yeah. They've been doing that since season 1. But I really noticed that in this season, like you said, with that one of the whole apology and you have to apologize, and then that he doesn't really mean it. He's just doing it. And then makes things worse. But also, like, what I found really funny, I don't think it was this episode, when he makes the commercial, A-Train makes the commercial.
Oh, the Kylie Jenner spoof.
Yeah, bro, it's spoof. They basically made it like short for. I was like, this is way too much. This is way too on the nose.
In that same episode too, the chick that she's now the CEO, when she was telling A-Train, yeah, Black Lives Matter is my favorite hashtag. My Instagram is all black squares.
Right.
It just took me back to when people were posting the black squares. I posted a freaking black square on my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's hilarious how they...
Yeah, it's too on the nose, though. It's like they literally recreated the whole commercial. Like literally. They didn't, like, make anything up. It wasn't like a subtle, like, no. It was like, this is the Kylie Jenner commercial. There you go.
They're saying things. They're saying it right in front of your face.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I thought I don't know why, but I thought Blue Hawk's the guy who was the guy apologizing, and for some reason I thought, all right, we're done here. You can just leave. They might argue a bit, but you can just leave and go. I feel like I'm there, and I'm like, all right, let's just get out of here, And then freaking he gets in like. They leave, and then he starts turning around, pointing fingers at everybody. What is it? He's like, you know what? All lives matter.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh!
Like they're going there. They're
going there. And then it gets. I started like shocked. I was shocked because then it starts getting physical. He starts throwing people against the wall and stuff like that. And then it ends up A-Train's in the crossfire or not A-Train. His brother. He's in a crossfire, and I don't know if he's dead or is he dead? He looked dead.
I don't think they'll kill him. I don't think so.
He might just be like seriously. No, they said he's not dead. They just said he's not gonna walk again. Remember, there's a scene in the hospital.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So he's not dead. He's just like seriously injured.
Still, that's hard. And
do you think this makes A-Train have a change of heart?
I think maybe that's where they're going because this is actually pointing out like the problem with the soups. They're too powerful. They can just hurt anyone. And that is the problem with the soups. That's why people, that's the point of the boys is to get rid of the soups because they have all this power they don't deserve and they don't know how to control, really. So even like this guy who's supposed to be a superhero out there actually fighting crime, he can, like, if he gets angry, he can just throw somebody to the wall and kill them or seriously injure them. So I think they're really pointing out the dangers, and I think having A-Train actually personally experience it. Because he's done it. He obviously did it to Huey when he killed his girlfriend by accident in season 1. but now he's like personally experienced it. So I think it would be interesting if this leads him down the path of maybe having a change of heart and maybe now wanting to fight against Homelander. Who knows? Maybe that's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be interesting.
Step in the right direction for him.
I get it because he's a runner. He runs,
no,
so
that's
he's
literally
stepping.
not what I was saying.
Nice.
That's not it. Please.
Good job, man.
Making me cringe. God dang it.
That's my joke, man.
Secondhand cringe is not healthy. Yeah, it's. You know what, Daryl? You ruined my thought. Just keep going.
I'm sorry. I was just joking.
Let's go. Tag your
No, go ahead. Just
I completely forgot what I was
in the right direction.
Okay, let's move on to Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't have as many moments in this episode, but the few moments he did have, as always, you're just scared for whoever's in the room with him. I thought he was gonna kill that lady in that conference. Like, honestly.
Oh wait, where he's like, "You think you're smarter than me?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She was just trying to point out something, and then
No,
this guy's
can't.
a psycho.
He can't take it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, and it also shows, like I said, the consequences of Stan Edgar being taken out, and I don't know what he thought he was getting into, but that's a real thing. It's a business. It's a company, and you gotta deal with the margins and the things like that to run it. That's basically what Stan Edgar was all good for. So it's like, hey, you got what you wanted. So here's the consequences of that. I think that's really interesting, and I like how later on they're talking to Starlight, and he's like, the adults are talking about margins and stuff like that, or whatever he said. It just shows that he doesn't have it figured out.
Oh yeah, when she was trying to get him to go stop Soldier Boy.
Yeah, and I also it kind of brought me back to like the first season for Starlight, because I'm like, they're supposed to be superheroes, like not just celebrities,
Yeah.
They're supposed to go out and like do superhero stuff, even if it is like for the company or whatever. Like, she's right. She's like, are we gonna stop this guy or whatever? And he's like,
yeah.
You go do
you
this.
He's like, that's not what I do.
Yeah, not me. No.
I'm the strongest here, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
and also that was also like a nudge. I don't know what you call it, like a political. What is it called? Like nudge
Commentary?
Commentary. Yeah, when he's like. He literally has no idea who that is. I mean, he knows he's Soldier Boy, but he doesn't really know what's going on. And as soon as it happens, he goes to the media and says, "No, everything is fine. We got it under control. There's nothing to worry about."
Yeah.
But he has no idea what he's facing, and I think
everybody can go outside to the movie theaters.
Right.
I
think
that's
that's a nod to like COVID, basically, when they think like we had no information and they're still like saying, "No, you're good." So obviously that's another nod to like. Or another parody, or I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, more commentary.
Yeah.
But you kind of reminded me too of the moment with Starlight and Ashley. I thought she was gonna convince her to do something, but I guess Ashley's just too scared.
It's funny.
Too scared of Homelander.
It's funny that when I was watching that scene, I thought she might say something, but at the same time I was like, don't, because I was rooting for her to actually not say something, because I'm like, Homelander could walk in and you're dead, like he'll literally kill you right there. So I was actually hoping for I was like, you know what, Ashley, don't help her, because I mean, don't do bad things, but at this point in that moment, don't help her, Starlight, because if Homelander finds out, you're dead. So like I was like very conflicted in that moment, like tell Starlight, but at the same time, if Homelander finds out, you're gone.
Yeah, her brain is not getting effed by stupid again. Tell you that much.
No, it's crazy how it makes you feel. Like you said, it was a conflicting moment, and like you want everybody. I see Starlight wants everybody as much as possible to side with her and the boys in order to take him down, but it's like. She makes a point where it's like, it's so obvious, like, can you not see what he's doing? And I feel like she does. Like, Ashley does see what Homelander's doing, but she'd rather go with it, And that's insane to think about.
Let's get to that moment, because I think that's where everything starts happening. Where they're on their way to the girl, and I forget her name, the Soldier Boy's
Countess.
Soldier Boy's girlfriend.
Yeah, Crimson Countess.
Yeah, her. She's pretty much the bait. They know he's coming for her. They know to wait
Jeff,
there.
You want to describe the scene, how they find her? You want to describe how?
Oh
how
my
it went
god,
down?
that was so cringy and way too long.
Yo, my boy Seth Rogen's coming through again.
I was like,
That was great.
Why Seth Rogen always plays that guy?
That guy.
What was the username? Sir comes a lot.
Bro.
Dead.
Oh man, I agree.
That was
It
great.
was a bit long-winded. So
When he was like,
I was sitting here like, oh god, please, and like somebody.
I love our chats and all, but the timer's running out, so
Right. This ain't
can we
free.
get to it?
The timer's running out. Can you?
That thing said $20 a minute, son.
God dang!
Yikes!
Yikes, bro!
Also,
and she
like-
lives in a trailer.
I know, like she's a superhero. What's going on?
Yeah.
Is this
I know,
what she
what
needs to do?
How does that work?
I guess. No, didn't you see the website? It said like.
What was the website?
Oh my
I don't know,
God.
it was like xxsoups.com. I don't know. It was a specific website.
Wow.
For
For
that.
soups? Oh wow.
We probably shouldn't say it because YouTube will, block us. But yeah, so they formulate the plan to get there before Soldier Boy, and that's where we start seeing more tension with
Mhm.
Starlight and Huey. Man, I was heartbroken.
Yeah,
Because it was a tough choice,
Yeah,
She put him in a tough spot.
Yeah, and also before, like, he promised, like, oh, I won't take it again. And I didn't even take that seriously when he said that to her when they met, and he was like updating her about what they've been through.
Mhm.
And he said, all right, yeah, you're right, I won't take it again. And for me, I was like, nah, Huey, you've done some crazy things. I don't believe you. So yeah, he was in a tough spot, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was weird seeing them argue the whole time.
Yeah, I think it's like, again, like I said
hate it.
before, I think Huey's going down the path of, this we'll do whatever it takes mentality. I mean, Huey's really taking that maybe too far. I think that's where he's going. Because, I mean, for Starlight, this is too far. Like, teaming up with Soldier Boy, it's too far. And he's like, he's now at this point, like, I'm down with whatever. If we have to team up with him to take out Homelander, we have to. That's what we got to do, and we just do it. And he's like, I'm protecting you. This is what I'm doing. I have to do something. So it's
not
great.
only that, but yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, don't interrupt me.
I told George my favorite line, I think, was not only that, but he also just wants to protect her for once. And he was like, I just want to save you, like, let me save you. And she was like, I don't need you to save me, I need you. I was like, oof,
Bars.
that was rough.
Sweet.
We said that at the same time, at least for me. Bars.
You felt the pain.
Straight up.
But it's
Big time.
true, like, she just wants him there, but he wants to
I
do
just wanna
something for once.
Give her the biggest hug ever. I'm like, it's okay.
She's too
Just
pure
need
for that
Jesus.
world, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't think they're over though.
No. Well, I guess technically they're separated at this point because she was like, she gave him the like, don't walk away, and he walked away. Like,
Man, I was saying it out loud. Like, Huey, don't go. Don't do it, Huey.
Don't do it. Is it worth it? I don't know.
Nah. And
It
the
is kinda worth it.
The thing is, he didn't
It
even
is.
have to use his powers in that moment. Like, the plan worked, right?
Yeah.
Because they used the bait and they got Soldier Boy there, and then I guess it was for just in case he turns around and tries to off them, but still, like, there's a lot to sacrifice here in Huey's terms. So yeah.
Yeah, not only that, but then my boy Marvin, Mother's Milk, he got lied to.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, poor guy.
I did not see that coming.
I mean, I didn't, and also like it adds weight to the whole, because when this season started, we see him separated from his wife and kid, and at the end of the season 2, we saw them together. Like that's what he wanted. He wanted to finish the mission and then go back to his wife and kids and never do this again.
Yeah.
And when I saw them separate at the beginning, I was like, oh, it kind of broke my heart a little bit, because I was like, dang, that's kind of what he worked for, basically. And and then in this episode, he actually has to leave his daughter because he finds out Soldier Boy is out in the U.S., near where they are, and so it just adds to it, and it doesn't pay off for him because he gets betrayed, basically.
Yeah. For the good, but did they ever explain exactly what their backstory is with his backstory is with Soldier Boy? They kind of did a flashback, and I think this is a really good demonstration of PTSD. I mean, he really has trauma, and he like shuts down, like he can't that's why he goes, because he's like, I can't do anything. Like he goes crazy over Soldier Boy just by hearing his name. He's like, so what happened exactly?
Have they described exactly what happened? What we know is that he killed his family.
Yeah,
right. But I didn't know he was in front of him.
Well, I think they're giving breadcrumbs, like, maybe later on, in maybe next episode or another, they'll probably give us a whole scene. Mm-hmm. But from what I've seen, basically, he's like, it's kind of like a Bucky situation where he's responsible for a car crash that happened to him and his family. And his parents ended up dying. The Soldier Boy's responsible for the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
gotcha. And he was, but the thing is, there is an image for like a second of like a young boy covered in blood. So it's like he didn't just kill his family; he was there.
He was there,
and he saw it. Like I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So that's why. Yeah.
Well, I know it has to do with the car crash. And that's basically it. Because there's a scene where I think it's him or somebody's playing with the car, and then we hear like the flashback of the car going out of control and crashing and stuff like that. I'm excited to see how that plays out, because in this episode he gets roofied, and it's mainly because Butcher knows that he would not go along with the plan of basically
teaming up with
Soldier Boy, and also he used to get to a guy that knows where Soldier Boy is.
Oh yeah, the legend.
Yeah, the legend. That boy, wild man right there.
He did. Wow,
boy,
that's so true. Boy. Whatever it takes. I think Huey and Butcher, again, very opposite people, but they're on the right. They're on the same track. Like they're both betraying people and lying to the people who they care the most. I mean, like you said, Butcher used mother's milk to get to the guy, to then just betray him and just go behind his back and do something that he knows he wouldn't be okay with. Same thing with Huey. I think again it works. I mean, this is a very well written show.
It is. And then we get to see that Soldier Boy is okay with teaming up with Butcher. I did not think that was gonna happen. I thought he was just gonna go by himself against Homelander, but I guess Butcher now is gonna be like, there he is,
Well, no, I think Butcher has.
Was that your Butcher impression?
It is it is to the Soldier Boy's advantage to team up with Butcher, because he's powerful, but still there are things he doesn't know. He just got back, he's been in prison, so he does need someone. Soldier Boy needs Butcher. Yeah, to direct him and like let him know like how to, because he's like, okay, he's powerful, but that doesn't mean he's able to get into the tower and find Homelander and like do a plan to be able to take him down.
Oh, and we learned of why he was taken by the Russians. He was pretty much betrayed.
Oh, yeah,
by the girl.
By her, yeah.
And again, this is another similarity between Soldier Boy and Homelander. It's like he was like, I loved you. You loved me. Like, and she was like, I didn't love you. I hated you. So it's like same thing like Homelander. He thinks people like him, but everybody hates him.
Yeah. And Maeve literally says a similar thing when she gets captured.
The parallels, man. The parallels in this show is crazy.
Jumping out of his chair.
The parallels. I mean, just put them next to each other. It works.
Literally. I love
You're
it.
right.
That's writing. That is writing right there. Big time.
Shout out to the writers, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, like it may be a wacky show, but they take it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
They do it justice.
Yeah, so we can talk about that scene with Maeve and Homelander. Because like you just mentioned, like it was the same thing. Like she tells Soldier Boy, "I hated you," and then the same thing with Maeve and Homelander in the same episode. She tells him, "I hated you," and I didn't think he was gonna do anything to Maeve because, I do that sense of like Homelander could kill anyone at any time kind of went down for me a little bit because it'd be very stupid for him to just kill someone like in the building. At least he's smarter than that. He wouldn't just kill, like he did that thing with the girl like that jumped off the building, and I don't know they didn't really explain how he got away with that because he was up there.
There were no cameras, I guess.
Yeah, but people knew he was up there, and he didn't. He if she jumped off, like what wouldn't people be like? Why didn't you just save her?
Yeah, I guess Stan Edgar was still in charge, so he could like cover for him. And
That's
stuff
true.
Like that.
But what was I saying? But he wouldn't just kill someone in the spot, like he just did with Maeve. He took her away. So he wouldn't just kill someone like in the building. Like Stan Edgar, I felt the same thing. I felt like maybe he might do something right there, but wouldn't be very smart to do it in the building, in the what are they called? VOT headquarters.
VOT tower.
Yeah. He's a little bit smarter than that. So Maeve gets captured, and what do we think about that?
That was that's the first time we see Black Noir in season 3, right?
Is it? Yeah.
In present time. In present time.
Yeah, in present. Yeah, I was gonna say technically. But yeah, he apparently after season 2 he got his nut allergy thing because of Maeve.
Yeah.
Funny thing. And it comes full circle because Black Noir takes her basically due to Homelander wanting that. But it's another thing. Like I said last episode, the one step forward, another step back, basically, and it's like we lost our Wonder Woman basically.
Right.
So,
right.
That is. I don't know. I hope nothing happens because that's a heavy hitter. She helped us in the finale of season 2 with Stormfront.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she showed up and started whooping on Stormfront, I was like, yo, that's...
Yeah. I do want to point something out.
Yeah.
You said that's Black Noir, which I feel like the show wants us to think that, but I went back and rewatched it. It just looks like a shadow. It's just a shadow.
Yeah, that's Black Noir.
I mean...
You sure I saw his helmet. Like,
really? It was like just like a shadow person. Because I went back. I was like, whoa, what was that? And I actually
Dario,
rewatched
I think you're
it.
blind, Dario.
I'm blind?
You probably watched it in 360p.
I watched it. Actually, this is good because I've been wanting to bring this up too. I think the color grading in this show is a little too much, and that might be why the blacks
they
are
up the contrast a little bit.
Oh my god, that scene with Butcher and Nina when they're talking is so saturated. It's kind of crazy.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't even notice. Mainly because the story hooks me, so nothing really pulls me out. But
put a picture of it.
I'm gonna go back and try to see.
Yeah, let's put a picture of it in the video podcast. But yeah, I remember that scene specifically. Yeah, more work.
It's easy for him to say.
I'll send you the picture. Don't worry. I'll send you a picture or something. But that scene specifically, not every scene, but that scene, like Butcher talking to Nina when they're like negotiating about going to Russia, is so saturated. So that's why I feel like maybe it was Black Noir, but it looks straight up like a shadow. Like again, let's put a picture right here.
Here's the picture, guys. You are currently watching the picture.
You're looking at
right
that.
now.
Am I wrong?
Matter of fact, right here.
Looking at it.
Let's put a picture of Jeff editing the picture.
Yeah, that's
Let's put
Jeff.
a picture of me editing a picture of me editing a picture of Black Noir.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
Well, I didn't say that. So now you're gonna have to do it, or do some sort of joke or something.
Nah, you use your imagination.
You use your imagination. Yeah, but
also, I broke my hand, so I can't Photoshop that.
I'm sure that's Black Noir, though. I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Okay.
Yeah, racist.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
A little bit.
So I guess
Jeff cringed a little bit. He's
We're
like,
not
"Oh,
using
should I
that.
cut this out?"
Don't cut it out.
Nope, leave it in.
Definitely.
We want an audience.
So So yeah, she gets captured. And where is she? Is she dead? I don't think she's dead.
I don't think she's
No,
dead.
she's not
She
dead.
might be like hung up or beaten up or something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere. And that leads to the whole Starlight and Ashley thing. Like she storms in like, what happened to me? Like she knows she's gone.
Yeah, we did talk
That's
about
scary.
that.
Yeah, that's scary to think about because like she sees it happening around her, and it's just like she's in a soft spot. Right
Yep.
now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because she might be thinking like, when is it gonna happen to me?
Yeah, big time. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's almost 45 minutes. I think we should wrap it up. You guys have any short final closing statements, thoughts?
Good ep. I thought the next episode was gonna be the finale, but still that episode. What is it called again? George, you kind of know. You explained kind of what it was gonna be. What is it?
Herogasm.
Next-
Okay. Do
this
we
week.
think
Yeah.
that's gonna happen next episode?
I think some variation of it is going to happen. Like, honestly, they haven't they've done wild things in this season.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is gonna be the episode that we're all gonna be like,
Yeah.
that you've reached the bar.
Yeah.
You
Maybe. I
passed
think
the
so.
bar.
Maybe it's gonna blow up in social media or something.
I think so. Definitely.
Yeah, I think we are due to something crazy because nothing. I mean, yes, things happen, but this season, not since the first episode, I feel like nothing insane has happened.
Right. I mean, there's crazy things going on, but that's like they're normal, basically.
Right, but not like
But-
not that scene. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the first episode.
Yeah, the Ant-Man
The Ant-Man scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was insane, but nothing like that has happened since.
No.
Not really.
So I think that's on purpose. Again, writing and everything. I think they're going to pass that bar in this next one.
We're due.
So
We're due for something insane.
We're due for something pretty insane. Can't wait. Well, I can or I can't. I don't know. I don't know. How
You
to
don't know what
feel.
to say. How do am I supposed to be excited to see this or what?
I don't know. I just hope nobody I care about is involved with it. I hope this would suck. I hope they don't drag Starlight along because she's a suit and she's part of VOD.
No, what do you mean? No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't do that.
Oh well, yeah, she's also like a co-captain or whatever. But also, Homelander's in charge now. Since Stan Edgar is gone.
Right.
So I feel it makes me nervous a little bit because it's like she'll say no and then he'll be like, "You sure?" And also they're a fake couple online, so they kind of have to go do things together. So yeah, there's things like that. I'm like, God, I hope they don't like surround her or run a train, as they say.
No, an A train. No, it should be fine. I did it.
All right.
You did. That was a good one.
Thank you. I've been trying. I've been keeping
I
it.
felt that one. Ooh. Run a train.
All right. Well, if you're still watching and you made it this far, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our for episode 6. Comes out next week. And our socials are in the description. Check out the rest of the videos. We've done videos for the previous episodes. We have other videos for other shows like Severance, Arcane. They're really dope. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye. And